pockets. Roll around like I run and shit. I got a system filled up with toxins. I've been broken hearted, now it's fuck that bitch. Getting how to deal with my problems. Fucking bitches getting drunk and shit, but these bitches getting obnoxious.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the third episode of the Ghost of George podcast. I'm here with Bubba. Bubba, say hello to the people.
Hello to the people.
You just heard us enter into some Mac Miller. Rest in peace to Mac Miller. Passed away yesterday. Bubba, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I never listened to him. I didn't really like. It's a shame that he had nobody around him to get him help because he died of a drug overdose. So
yeah, I mean, as far as like his music goes, I was probably a little bit too old. He kind of started popping off like 2011 or so. I think it was 2010. And at that point, I was like a little bit past my interest in like some white rapper that is just, you know.
White rappers aren't a thing.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not that he's white. It's just kind of like his.
That's just not a thing.
It's kind of. No, I don't want to say white because it's not. I'm not playing the race card here. But just kind of the type of music catered to.
Caucasian males.
Yeah, that's all. That was his major fan base. A lot of kids that are like in the 8 to 13 range, and I was not really on that wavelength at the time. But besides that, he had some music that was okay, I guess. I was not really crazy about him.
I didn't listen to nothing.
Yeah,
it's just
I was
sad
really crazy
with a drug overdose.
Yeah, a lot of guys going that way now, but
the people around him weren't good enough.
Yeah,
it's just a fact of it.
But that's kind of a common theme now in society. People don't really have people around them as much, and we've had drug overdoses in like with major musicians and stuff for the last 50 years. But this lately it seems to be going in a different direction. That's all.
Well, that's because when people get so much fame and so much money, they don't listen to nobody, and their friends are afraid to tell them shit because they don't want to lose out on the fucking lifestyle.
Yeah, I think you lose friends a lot of time too. Like you don't have real friends at that point anyway.
No, because your head's so big that I'm not saying that's the case, but
I just think when you have that much money, people are your friends for the wrong reason. That's all. So I don't know. Beyond that, I feel for anybody a lot of people that I know, not most of my friends, but there's people I know that were really big fans of his. So, it's unfortunate we've seen a lot of that lately, but I don't want to get too much into that. It's kind of the Yankees won last night, so let's keep the energy high in here. One other thing I just want to talk about really quickly. What are your thoughts on Elon Musk smoking an L on the Joe Rogan podcast and Tesla stocks going down about 10%?
He didn't inhale, so he didn't actually smoke shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's obviously like I don't want to talk about this too much. I just found it really comical that this is like a really big story.
It was funny, when I saw it.
Like if he hit a cigar one time, or if he took a sip of like some alcoholic beverage, there would be no controversy. But he did another like mind altering substance that is legal.
Oh god, dude, marijuana is fucking.
I don't know.
He's gonna become a sex offender. He's gonna go murder about 14 people.
Yeah.
That's what marijuana
does. The fact that he's doing a drug that's on the same
joke.
It still is as legal where he did it as alcohol is, as tobacco is, and has the same effects on you, and caffeine is. It's all the same thing, and the fact that people is still getting that bad of a rap. I mean, it's not like
it's fucking older. It's not like I know you don't want to get in college, but it's older fucking white people that just flip the fuck out over everything.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It's
a
like
fucking joke.
I mean, I get kind of what the issue is because he called some dude a pedophile on Twitter a couple months ago, and
so what?
I don't think the guy actually is a pedophile. I don't know the entire story, but I think he kind of went out of bounds with it a little bit. I think people just think he's kind of going on his own thing right now and kind of losing his mind a little bit, which I guess is reasonable with some of his recent actions. But I don't know. It was kind of an overreaction. I mean, it was kind of a.
The world's soft. You can't do anything no more.
But it'll change soon. I'm optimistic
well,
it'll
maybe
change soon.
When all those fucking.
I think this culture is gonna kind of flip on its head. I think people are kind of sick of it.
Fucking 45 to fucking 80-year-old range people fucking crow.
No, but I think it's a lot of young people too, though, and a lot of issues. There's still like a lot of people that are very sensitive to everything right now because the culture allows it to be sensitive. But I think people as a whole are getting sick of it. So hopefully that turns around at least sometime soon. Because that's a really ridiculous thing to happen. Like I don't know. That's all I want to say about it. I like bringing up some of these topics, even though they have nothing to do with
society. because I can't stand the way people are.
Yeah.
I can't stand the softness, the fakeness.
I hate to be hypocritical because I'm very like anti-bring political issues or like social issues into sports. Like I hate that that's like what is happening on everywhere. But this is supposed to be just about sports, kind of an escape from it. I just want to touch on it quickly. Hopefully, you want to hear my opinion on it. But regardless, let's get down to the real important topics here. The Yankees won last night 4-0. Actually, a very looked like a step in the right direction. Tanaka pitching last night is definitely an important thing. I mean, the pitching has been so shaky lately. I mean, Hap, who has been pretty good, has not really been fantastic as of late.
Lance Lynn has been kind of trash. Not kind of, he's been pretty trash.
Yeah, you can't trust Lynn. CeCe's been a little shaky lately. Severino's been,
awful.
Beyond shaky lately. So, the fact that Tanaka's been good is definitely encouraging. Judge is supposed to be back now within a week or two.
I hope.
Which is,
but,
they said 3 weeks, a month and a half ago, so you have to take that with a grain of salt. But he did swing the bat yesterday. If you saw on the Twitter account, I did post a video of that. So,
it's not going to make a difference. I mean, it is, but...
I mean, as long as he's back and healthy, and I like him to at least play like 10 games before the postseason, so he kind of like revamps his back. Because, that's all I'm really concerned about. I mean, I don't know. However, I just want to throw this out here. We're 8.5 games back right now, and I know this is very wishful thinking. This is wishful thinking. But if we were to take 5 out of 6 of the remaining games against the Red Sox,
no,
we'd only have to make up 4 more games in the loss column.
No.
Just saying. And if we were to sweep them in both series, which is very unlikely, but if we were to,
no.
It's open. So I don't know.
We lost our chance these past 2 weeks.
I don't think it's impossible for us to sweep Seattle this weekend. I don't think it's impossible for Houston to sweep the Red Sox this weekend.
Seattle got fucking problems.
Seattle is trash. And I've been telling you that all year, and you didn't believe me, and now you believe me.
They
so thank
scrapped
you.
with each other,
too. Trash. They are garbage. Paxton is so overrated, too.
He's not overrated.
He's overrated.
He's overrated.
Come on. People think he's an ace type. Come on, dude. He's all right. He's a good pitcher, but come on.
They're only saying that just because he's on the Mariners.
Whatever. I'm sick of this.
I'll take Paxton on our team.
No, he's a good pitcher. It's not like he's not a good pitcher, but I don't know. He gets this like, I don't know, this rap as he's an ace. He has a 3.83 ERA this year. Like, I don't know. Great. He's 29. His best year was last year. I mean, I don't know. He had a 3 ERA last year. He's good.
He's not that bad in today's MLB.
No, he's good, but I don't know. He has upside, but I'm not crazy about him. Not like some people are, but...
Well, he's better than anybody on the A staff, I think.
Right now, maybe.
Well,
maybe not currently how they're throwing. Who do you think throws a wild card game?
For who?
For Oakland. Because I'm not really sure who they're into right now.
Well,
Manaea's out.
I think he's out for the year.
Yeah, he's out.
I'm pretty sure he's done.
I doubt they throw Edwin Jackson. I don't think they would. Even though he's pitched well, I highly doubt they throw Edwin Jackson.
Start Edwin Jackson?
Yeah, I think they throw Fires, to be honest with you.
Fuck him.
I think they
Go
do.
ahead.
I think they're going to throw Fires.
Yankees should have fucking clobbered him when they played him a few days ago.
Well, they didn't. So
they had bases loaded on him.
I know.
Fucking garbage.
Man, we can't play Sanchez anymore, though. My God.
No, you can.
Dude, he's trash, dude.
You can't catch him.
He is garbage.
You can't catch him.
He doesn't hit either, though. Like, he's not hitting. He's not doing
know,
shit. He has terrible at bats. Like, I don't know. Like, he should be hitting for as bad as he is defensively. And, I mean, Romine, I know he's not a great offensive player, but he's been okay this year.
He's been better than Sanchez.
Yeah, so you have to be hitting in order to, like, for me to feel like you should play. Like, he's not. He's batting 184, dude.
I just want to know, like, what he does. Like, I don't want to say anything to discredit his work, but I question if he puts the work in.
It doesn't seem like he puts the work in.
Yeah, because if somebody's putting time in, you can tell. And
again,
you can see it.
It was a problem they said in the minor leagues for a while that he wasn't putting the work in. 4 years ago or so, he was kind of, slack and lazy. That was kind of an issue in the organization. And then he kind of picked it up, which got him to the major leagues in, 2015, 2016?
Yeah,
2016,
ago,
yeah. So, but then now it looks like he's kind of regressed in that direction. So, I mean, again, like I said before on this podcast and throughout, on Twitter and everything, I don't like him as a long-term guy.
It's not even like he's getting unlucky either. He's just...
I mean, there is... If you look at some of the advanced numbers, I mean, I could pull them up right now. He is... I guess he is getting slightly unlucky with certain things, but to bat 184 through 75 games or whatever the exact number is,
He's awful.
Like it's
Terrible.
hard to get that unlucky. But
and he can't fucking catch.
He's batting 189 in balls in play this year, which is unlucky. I mean, you should be betting for a guy who hits the ball as hard as him should be at least 300, if not better. So he should be batting 240, 250 right now, I think. But I mean, and the one other thing I can say about him, he has been walking a lot. So getting unlucky, he's been walking a lot more than he ever has. His on base is 280, which is almost 100 points higher, which is I'll take that. But I don't know. He's lately hasn't been having good at bats since he's been back. So I don't know. I'm not really not too excited about this.
Andujar to fucking catcher.
Well, I think that might be more of an issue, but no,
he can't play third either.
Now, one thing I want to talk about here. I said this on the Twitter yesterday, and I'm going to say it again, and I know you're going to fight me on it. But I think Ohtani is the rookie of the year.
No shot.
Ohtani is batting 287 with 19 home runs, 50 RBIs. His OPS is 953. He's been a better hitter by a decently wide margin. Even though it's been less games, he's been a better hitter.
Than Andujar?
Yeah.
No. Go look at Andujar's number.
What stat speaks the most volume to you?
What's Ohtani's on base percentage again?
His on base is 367.
Okay.
What stat speaks the most? You tell me. What stat is the most important stat to you? Because I'll pick it out and I'll.
Out of Ohtani?
Any stat that you think means the most for a hitter.
Oh, OPS.
OPS. All right.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, Ohtani. What is? Let me find it again.
Okay, but what's Andujar's then?
Andujar is.
Look that shit up.
Ohtani is 953. Andujar is 849.
Well, that's because he don't walk.
Well, again, he does. But again, that has to. It hurts him a little bit. I mean, he's slugging 520, which is good, but Ohtani is slugging 586. Like he's played. I know people say, "Oh, he's played way less games." He's only played 40 less games, and he's been better in those 40 less games.
In what you also have to factor in the team he's on and what that team's doing. And the Angels are complete.
No, but that's not the MVP. This isn't the MVP.
I understand that, but
the MVP you can say is for value. This is the rookie of the year. This is supposed to be the best rookie, and he's a better player right now by a decent margin. Like he's a significantly better player than Andujar is.
I wouldn't.
I mean, because he might be a better pitcher is my thing. I know he only pitched like 9 starts, but he was really good in those 9 starts.
Pick one. He shouldn't be pitching and fielding.
From what I'm seeing right now, he looks like he could do both. I really think he can. I think he can do both very well.
This is fucking Japan, dude. Like
I think he could do both, and I think he could do both very well. I didn't think he could, but I think now watching him, I think he can.
Get him out of the Angels uniform, and maybe he could pitch.
I mean, he's had 10 starts this year. He's a 3.31 ERA.
Yeah, and he needs Tommy John surgery.
Again, they said that we talked about it before with some of his pitch selection. I don't know, but he wants to pitch still. I mean, he could just hit. He'd be a good
one thing.
But
one thing,
I don't hate him doing both because he can do both. So why not do both?
Yeah, I'm sure he can. But
no, the only thing is now you have him in your lineup next year if you want, or you lose him all next year if you want to pitch. So you got to kind of make the decision. If you want to do both, you're gonna miss him for next year. So I don't know how they feel about that because Glaber had the Tommy John last year and he missed close to a year, maybe like 9 months. So
I would take Ohtani as a hitter.
No, he's clearly can hit. Like
I would take him,
and he's young. He's
23.
Yeah, so it's not like he's
I take him as a hitter. I take him as a right fielder.
And again, he has speed. Like the only reason he's not really utilizing that speed that much is because they want him to pitch, so he's not really running the bases all that much. He's not playing. He's DHing every day because he don't want to get hurt. But
so what? The only way he can pitch again is Tommy John.
I mean, Tanaka had the same issue, so he I don't know if he necessarily needs Tommy John, but it's kind of recommended. But I think what guys should start doing now is getting Tommy John when they're 17 years old. Is what I think people should start doing. If you're a top prospect and you're going to go to a big time school, or even if you do get a scholarship to a big time school, get Tommy John immediately.
What does it even do? I don't even.
It's strength. It replaces the tendons that you have in your elbow that are vulnerable to injury, and it gives you a little bit more stability there. Because your UCL is something that is torn frequently with the way how hard people throw these days and the stress they put on it through like the pitches they throw. So if you get it done when you're 18 years old, you're less likely to have it done again.
I think if you get a contract, or not a contract, a scholarship to go to a big time school, you should start taking steroids.
Well, that's another issue. I think you get the Tommy John. I think you get the Tommy John right away, and then you're set. I mean, sometimes guys have double Tommy Johns, but it's not very likely. It doesn't happen very often.
So wait, you get a surgery to basically help you in the future.
Yeah.
But you're telling me I can't take steroids to help me in the future?
Well, it's a little bit different issue.
How?
Because
it's the same thing. It's just one's like this nice good thing that is acceptable, and one's fucking.
No, I understand your point, and it's a fair point.
It's a fair point.
It's a fair point.
I should be able to take steroids and hit fucking 50, 60, 70 home runs a year, and a pitcher should get Tommy John and fucking have a 2 ERA or under.
I'm very I'm not anti-steroids, to be honest with you. I don't see the problem with it.
Baseball was at its best in the steroid era.
Like, you're playing the sport, you should do everything to have the best advantage you can have. Like, other sports, like football, guys take steroids, obviously. Like,
every sport, people take steroids, and it's just who that sport wants to pick out to make an example of. Perfect example, A-Rod and David Ortiz. David Ortiz and A-Rod are on the same fucking list. And
Ortiz was nothing, and A-Rod got
yeah. Ortiz was fucking praised after his Boston speech. This is our fucking city. David Ortiz, fucking king of the throne. Fuck him.
No, I agree on that bullshit. That is a bullshit perspective for me.
And then A-Rod gets fucking 114 game suspension, whatever it was, and booed everywhere he goes. And the MLB and the Yankees force him to retire. It's a fucking joke.
I mean, again, that's kind of a PR type move for them. They have the names, they have the list of names, and they kind of play how they want to.
Yeah,
like with Cano,
is a joke.
Like Cano, they had that on Cano for a while, and they waited for the right time to suspend him. So I don't know.
There should be, if there's Tommy John surgery, there should be steroids. That's what I think.
Maybe.
Because at the end of the day,
again, if you're doing it the way that I'm saying to do it, which is get it done early, and then now I have an advantage by having a stronger ligament, quote unquote ligament is not real, but you're having a stronger pitching elbow because of it. It is sort of the same thing. Instead of just being it has to get done because it's torn and have to get it replaced. So I get what you mean by that, but I think that's the best way for pitchers to do it. And I don't know, some pitchers are doing it. There are a few, younger guys that are trying to do that now.
I'd do that too if I was a pitcher.
It makes sense. I mean, even Michael Kopech, the pitcher for the White Sox,
got hurt. He
had the same issue. The UCL, he's out for the year next year.
Yeah, he got
again. If he did this 3 years ago, there's no issue now, and he's still a top prospect. He's still gonna get his money. I mean, it's not gonna change anything. If anything, it helps him. So I don't know, but back to the Yankees a little bit here. We've been kind of going off topic a lot today.
There's no such thing as staying on topic.
No. We have some things we want to talk about, but I mean, nothing's crazy. I mean, we're talking about the wild card game. Tanaka looks like he's the guy right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's Tanaka or Hap, obviously.
No, it's going to be they're going to give it to Tanaka.
I think Tanaka gets it. Tanaka's proven he's in
he's been at the Yankees since 09 or what? 010?
14.
14. Sorry. But no, they wouldn't give it to Hap, who came here.
Yeah, again, it's easier pill to swallow losing with Tanaka than losing with Hap.
Yeah, I'd rather.
Then you feel like, wow,
Tanaka,
I have two guys on my staff that at points have been the ace of my staff for a while, and I decided to not pitch either for a guy who's never really been an ace, just a kind of okay pitcher. Like it's a little bit risky to pitch Hap, so I don't think they pitch Hap. But
no, I don't think so either.
Severino, though, man, I don't know what's wrong with him.
I said back. Right after the Red Sox series where they got swept at Fenway, they were facing the White Sox. I said, rest this dude Severino because he needs it. Never did, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with him. I don't know what the issue is. They don't seem to know what the issue is, too, which is the problem. I mean,
look at the Red Sox with Sale. They rest him. What? They put him on the DL twice now with an inflammatory arm, or whatever.
But he at least.
Everybody knows it's bullshit. Maybe a little bit, but...
No, but they know he's had like some sort of problems with like staying healthy and being like...
Severino's, what, 23? So maybe he has some problems too.
The fact that they can't pinpoint it is kind of concerning to me. What? Because there's clearly something wrong. Like, he's been the worst pitcher in baseball, you could argue, the last 2 months.
I didn't look at the numbers, but I can... I'm sure they're pretty bad.
And you can argue he was the best pitcher in baseball for the first couple months. So,
He needs to rest, dude. He needs to rest. Man. If he gets a start off, 2 starts off, you don't have to think about pitching. He can just fucking relax, rest his fucking arm. I don't know if he stopped putting time in, stopped watching, stopped.
No, I don't think that's. I think there's.
That's the thing. I don't think he's like that.
I just imagine there's another issue that whether he's injured. I mean, the velocity's still kind of been there. It's not like
he hangs his slider and he throws his fastball down the. He don't locate his fastball for shit no more.
I'm gonna pull up Fangraphs. Let's see if we can dig into this right now.
He just wants to just blow a fastball by hitters, but 90 like in you say velocity. I mean, he's only throwing 96, 97. That's fast, but he's usually up at 98, 99, 100 sometimes.
I'm looking at his velocity charts right now.
I feel like he's down, and he's just trying to blow by people and right down the fucking middle. He ain't locating nothing.
It does look slightly downtrending these last 15 starts. I could post up this graphic on the Twitter after we do this.
He's definitely tired. He needs a rest.
But I don't know. I mean, you clearly can't pitch him right now, and I don't know if you can pitch him. You got to pitch him in a playoff game.
You're going to pitch him in a playoff
but
game.
Man,
he needs to sit out a start.
You don't feel good about pitching him, though. I don't feel good about starting him. I don't feel good at all. Like, he's going to get hit.
Well, I hope he knows he lost his wild card spot.
Well, that's gone.
I hope
you can't start him.
The
wild card's gone. But I still don't feel good about. I would start the bullpen. I really would. I can't pitch him. I can't pitch anybody right now with confidence. Like, I'm really worried about this staff right now.
I don't know about. I wouldn't.
Like, CeCe's been shaky. I don't feel great about CeCe right now. I don't feel good about CeCe right now. I don't feel good about anybody but Hap and Tanaka. And I don't know how great I feel about Hap. I feel good about Hap. I like Hap. But for him to be our only other sure thing right now is kind of worrisome. So I don't know why we don't give Sheffield a start. At this point, we're clearly in trouble right now. We clearly are not like sure about this rotation.
We didn't even call him up yet,
No.
did they? No.
They're trying to move him to the bullpen. But
aren't they in the playoffs though? I'm pretty sure.
I'm not sure. They might be in the playoffs right now. I think he's still pushing out of the bullpen. They wanted to call him up, but they're kind of hesitating.
They're just fucking being idiots.
But why not just give him a start?
Dude, I don't have the answers.
Like
I would have already had him starting.
I mean, they must clearly think that right now he's not going to be as good as CeCe or Severino would be. Because they have to. Because other than that, he's better than Lynn right now.
With all the garbage games we had in August, we couldn't pitch him for one, and we still have garbage games. Not garbage games, but
again, it's a little bit concerning to me that they don't think could be better than one of those guys right now. As bad as they've both been lately. I mean, CeCe's been really shaky lately. And the fact that he might, I'm not saying he will be, but he's supposed to be our top pitching prospect, and he's supposed to be a beloved guy, and he pitched really well in the minor leagues, and we don't think that there's a chance that he could be an option for a playoff game.
I think it's more to do with, I saw something about it a few days ago with Byron Buxton, where the Twins are keeping him in the minors.
Why is that?
So he gets, I saw something, I don't know too much about it, but it basically means he doesn't enter he entered free agency later.
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure how that works after years, but what they're doing with
it's something with service time.
What they're doing with I'm not sure how the service time works past once you get into the league and
I think it's 3 years.
Yeah.
And then
it's supposed to be 3 full seasons, then 3 years of arbitration, so 6 years total of control. But I'm not sure how what they're doing with Vlad Jr. and they're doing with Eloy Jimenez for the White Sox. They're both not coming up this September.
I know, that's stupid.
And they're both not going to come up till 3 weeks into the season this next year, like Gleyber did. So they get an extra year. So this year doesn't count for Gleyber. Even if he didn't get hurt, he would have played 140 games. It still wouldn't have counted.
I know.
They still get 6 years.
Rule, dude.
It's a bad rule because everyone's going to start to manipulate that rule all the time now. Like if it was a rule that like made sense, if it actually penalized you, if he couldn't play till maybe like August or like at least the All-Star break, if it was that many games, then that's one thing. Then at least it's like an actual decision. All right, maybe we might need him for these 80 games or so, but he only has to miss 20 games.
Yeah.
Like obviously for an extra year, I'm gonna sit him for 20 games. Like how much better does a rookie coming up make us for 20 games? His first 20 games, like probably not that much better. Maybe a game better. I mean, the one thing you can point to is Jason Hayward got called up opening day in whatever year that was Atlanta, and they just made the wild card by 1 game. Or they might have won the division that year. They made the playoffs. They were 1 game into the playoffs, and he batted, I think, .350 in that first, 20-game stretch. So you could argue he might have been the reason they made the playoffs, but that's, one very specific instance that you can't really rely on long term.
Well, that's why, and then baseball sits there and complains, why is nobody watching our sport?
I mean, there's a lot of rules that have to be changed, and the commissioner is not good. Like he's not looking at the right issues right now. So
who is it, Manfred?
Yeah,
fucking dumbass.
Let's get rid of the shifts. Dude, let's not worry about any of these rules.
I've never seen somebody attack their best player
when he
came after Mike Trout too.
It's a joke.
Calling him out. It's like you should market him. He shouldn't have to market himself.
What do you want him to do? Like, it's not his job to do that.
No, it's not.
Like, he's the one who's losing out on money. Not like it's not his fault. He could, if he wants to make money. If you're paying me a salary to play this game, you're getting what you want from me. I'm doing as much as is necessary for me. I'm not going to give you free advertising for your business just, so you can make money.
Yeah.
Like, I'm making the money I want. I'm making a good living. I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm enjoying my lifestyle. If you want to make money off me, then figure out a way to make money off me. But
I don't blame Mike Trout either.
No, you shouldn't.
I wouldn't.
It's not his responsibility to do that. If he wants to be a celebrity, go ahead, be a celebrity. But that's not what he wants to do. That's not what he wants, which is, I understand that too. Like, why be I don't want to be a celebrity either.
I'd rather walk down New York City, nobody bothering me.
I'd rather make my money.
Yeah,
I'd rather make my $30 million a year.
$2 million cash in my pocket.
Yeah.
And nobody knows.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that all day.
But I guess the Angels are talking about an extension with him too now.
That'd be a mistake for him.
Well, they offer him at least $35 million a year, right?
He's gonna get something. Well, Bryce Harper's gonna get what, $350, $400?
I don't think he gets that much.
Well,
I think he gets $300. It depends how many years. I don't think he gets more. I think he gets 10 max. I don't know if he gets 10 though. He probably does though. I mean, how old is he? 26. He was born in 92.
25.
25. He's gonna be 26 next year. Yeah, he's 25. He's October 92. He was born. I don't know why I know that, but I did.
Well, you got
October
Bryce Harper jersey.
October 7th. Check it out. It might be October 7th.
Let's see if you're.
I'm that much.
October 16.
Oh, 16, 92 though, right?
Yeah, 92.
That's close enough.
Yeah, he's 25.
Yeah.
And we're gonna sign him for 10 years too.
I want to sign him. I really do. I'll give him 10 for $300.
I won't. I mean, I don't like 10 years. I'll give him money, but not 10 years.
Why not? He's not gonna be that old. He'll be 36.
Name me one 10-year contract that has gone extremely well for all 10 years.
Well, the A-Rod one with Texas did.
He didn't get no 10-year deal.
He did. 10 for $252.
And he played 10 years with the Rangers?
3 years with the Rangers, and the Yankees paid the rest of it.
And but that's not.
He was the best player in the league for 10 years, and he was putting up 30, 40, 50 home runs every year. That's a little different, though. I'm saying 10. He was young, though. That's yeah, a lot of these contracts come to guys who are in their 30s and they don't work out because they're playing late into their 30s. But for him, he's young enough where he's going to be productive for that whole stretch. That's the only thing. You don't want to sign a guy who's 30. He's going to be 26. That's extra 4 years of his prime that you don't get with a lot of these.
I'd give him like a 6-year.
He's going to want more than that. He's not getting 6. He's getting at least 8 years.
He can get a ton of money though for 6 years.
He's getting at least 8 years. I'm confident that. I like him. I'll pay him.
I like him too.
He'll go $400 on base. Him, Hicks. I want Hicks long term too, and we're gonna have to pay Hicks is the problem. But I like Hicks. I'll keep Hicks. Too.
He's been our best. He's been our most consistent. I mean, I'd probably say he's been one of our most consistent players all season.
To have a switch hitter who is at least pretty equally good. I mean, he's probably a better right-handed hitter, but he's a left. Yankee Stadium kind of balances out. But
and he's an elite defender.
Elite defender and center who gets on base 30, he's a 370-ish on base guy, and he's gonna hit 30 home runs in a full season. He's been relatively healthy now this year, which is good. So, no, you keep Hicks. That's a good lineup. Hicks, Judge, and Harper top of the order. Yeah. That's 3 guys who walk all day.
Or we go Stanton in left, Hicks in center, Judge in right. Harper at first.
I like Harper at first
because Greg Bird. I don't think he's even going to make the playoff roster.
This is what you can do, which I was thinking about last night.
Trade him
about 3 in the morning.
In the dumpster where he belongs.
I was thinking you sign Harper and then you decide where he plays by who's playing better between Clint and Bird. And if Clint plays better and earns a spot, then Harper plays first. If not, then you play Bird at first and you play Harper in left.
Well, when Clint was playing, he was better than Bird.
Clint looked pretty good this year. I feel pretty good about Clint. I don't love Clint. I like Clint, though. I don't think he's going to be a star player like people think he is. But he's good. I think he's going to have some power. And he's not really a good outfielder is the problem.
And Greg Bird's a good first baseman?
No.
Okay, then.
Well, Greg Bird is a different issue. I don't know what to do with Greg Bird.
Get rid of him. He's a fucking clown, dude. He's an absolute fucking clown.
Do you think Voit is a guy that we keep long-term or no?
No.
No, me either. I think he's a nice little spark lighting in a bottle this year. And maybe he can help us. I could see him helping us. I don't know.
No, I don't think he's what's his contract?
He's still locked up because he only played. He was a rookie last year.
Yeah, no, but he's like 27 already.
Yeah, but he went to college. He was like a late draft pick.
He'll probably stay in. I don't think he starts. I don't think he's on our roster next season to start.
He might be.
I think he'll be down. Well, maybe.
Well, it depends who we sign.
If we get rid of Bird...
If we sign Harper to play first, which I think we should, then he might not be in the roster, but...
Hold on, I'm about to get this fucking thing. You got me on a metal chair.
Yeah, that chair. We gotta get some better... I had the same problem yesterday. We were doing another podcast. Me and my brother got a podcast. Gambling podcast.
We ain't promoting that shit.
I'm promoting it.
Fuck your gambling podcast.
I'm gonna tweet out a link on our Twitter.
No shot.
I'm gonna tweet out a link.
Just like my Tiger tweets.
So catch it quick before Bubba deletes it.
Yeah, exactly. For real.
I'm not having you talk bad about Tiger anymore on that Twitter account.
Matter of fact, I want to check. Let's see. Where's Tiger at? Hold on.
Yeah, check it right now.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, I saw...
Well, let me keep scrolling down to find him, because he's not anywhere near the top.
That's the most devastating thing for me when I look at the leaderboard and I have to scroll for Tiger.
Scrolling.
Tiger Woods. Let's see. Schauffele is 14 under with Justin Rose tied.
Who the fuck is Tiger?
Oh, boy. Tiger's at 10 under.
10 under, yeah.
He's 2 under in the day.
He's playing better.
He shot even part. Yesterday, he kind of stayed around. But he played so good on Thursday, that's okay. But if he can get to 12 today, he's in good shape.
Jeez, like I said, though, he'll never have those 4 days where he just...
He's going to win a tournament. How many guys do, though?
I don't see him winning a tournament.
How often do guys have 4 great days? Rarely, if ever.
Yeah, but I'm saying, basically, I'm just saying I don't see him winning a tournament the rest of his career.
Well, that's a wrong statement.
That's not,
That's a very bold statement.
That's not,
because he's been a top 5 golfer this year. He's played like that the last couple months. I mean, who's been better than him lately? You could say Koepka.
Yeah, him.
You can't even say Spieth. He's been better than Spieth this year.
Spieth hasn't been that good this year.
No, I mean McIlroy hasn't been that good either. So I don't know. Dustin Johnson hasn't been good this year. Who can you say definitively has been better than him other than Koepka?
I'd say Justin Thomas too.
Justin Thomas has been alright. I mean, he played alright last. But again, Justin Thomas was in any of the majors earlier this year. He was just in this past major, and Tiger was in all 3. So,
I don't know.
Or all 4. Well, he missed one. He was in 3. So, I don't think anybody but Koepka's been better than him. I really don't.
Well, he's ranked 25th.
Which is, considering he didn't do anything the last couple of years, is pretty good.
I don't know. I like young Tiger. I'll sit and watch young Tiger highlights all day. But old Tiger...
You can't deny that he hasn't been good. He hasn't been good.
He's been alright.
No one's really been better than him. Just because he hasn't won any of these tournaments, he's been really good. He's been in a lot of tournaments. He's been in more tournaments than anybody else really, or most people.
I don't know.
Koepka doesn't play. Koepka does nothing in these. He only plays good in majors, which is pretty
I mean, that'd be fine with me.
That's some real shit, but
that'd be all right with me.
Well, I think his game is more suited for those kind of tournaments, those kind of courses anyway. But I don't know. I think Tiger's been the best short. I see he's 19. Oh, that's on my list. He's 19th. He's 25th right now in the world ranking.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 19th in the my list this year, which is not bad considering he didn't play all year.
I don't know. I just like to razz Tiger because you have a fucking hard on for him.
I do, and I think everyone in America should. It's the most American thing to root for Tiger.
That's not at all true.
It is though.
No.
He's like America in a nutshell. A redemption story. He was great, and then he kind of fell down. A lot of things, his life fell apart, and he's had surgeries, and he's had personal conflicts and issues, and he was able to come back and be one of the best golfers again at this age. He had a back fusion. You shouldn't be able to do it. That's a serious procedure that he had, and the fact that he's able to come back and play is remarkable.
He still ain't gonna win shit.
We'll see.
I
think it's pretty obvious he's gonna win at least a couple tournaments. I don't know if he's gonna win a major, but I think he's gonna win a couple tournaments. And it looks like he's gonna win a major. I mean, he's played well in majors. If it wasn't for Koepka playing really well, he would have won the last major.
We'll see, but I don't know. I'm not trying to hate on Tiger, which I am, but I don't know. I just don't see him winning another tournament.
And these podcasts are getting fun because we don't really talk about what we're trying to talk about at all. But
because you just say some dumb shit that irks me, but I'm already mad because I'm tired.
How did you start
hungry.
talking about Tiger again? By tweets.
Yeah, I just started tweeting shit out about Tiger.
Check us out. It's the Breaking Even podcast, gambling podcast.
Fuck off with that. Stop promoting that trash.
So if you want to make some money or at least break even on Sundays,
Yeah, because let's everybody break even and see how far you get in life from breaking even.
Well, again, we're not trying to say that we're the best gamblers, but we're not. We'll at least break even most of the time.
Let's break even.
All right, let's go back to the Yankees here. We talked about everything. Gary, talk about Stan. I mean, Stan has low-key been really awful the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, he's been slumping like crazy.
Which I'm not too worried about, just for the fact that I think he's going to get hot again, and hopefully it's at the right time. I can see him getting hot like a week before the season ends, and maybe he has a big postseason.
Yeah, because he was ice cold till like June, and then he's been hot all summer pretty much.
Yeah, I mean,
now he's starting to slow down a little bit, but
I'm just hoping that we win the wild card game. I really don't want to lose the wild card. I just want to see how this team matches up.
That series against the A's, we dropped 2 out of 3, so there's a good chance they do lose a fucking wild card game.
I'm nervous that night, man.
And there's a good chance that it ain't even in fucking Yankee Stadium.
We're gonna win 100 games. What's our record right now? We're 88-53. So to go 12-9 the rest of the way to go 100 wins, that's realistic. So we win 100 games, or we're gonna lose in a wild card game. We're gonna win 100 games with our best player missing about 50. Our second best player
disappearing in May and then
having actually his worst year of his career based on at that basis. He's never been this bad, Stan.
Oh, you're talking about Stan?
Yeah, or something about Gleyber.
Who's
your second best player?
Who's your first, Judge?
Judge is the best player.
Yeah, I'd say Judge is the best. Second is Didi.
No.
Yes, dude.
Stan's a better player than Didi. But Didi again missed some time. So Didi's missed some time. Gleyber might be our third or fourth best player. He missed a decent amount of time. I mean, I don't know.
I wouldn't. Okay, you're going a little.
Rank your best top 5 right now. It's just offensively, because I don't have Sanchez in my top 5 anymore.
No, I don't even know. Like all healthy.
All healthy, just 5 best players. Judge is number 1. I think it's
Judge, Didi, Stanton, Andujar, and Hicks.
I don't think you say Andujar's better than Hicks.
Yeah.
I think it goes Judge.
I think I'd say if you're not counting fielding.
I think right now I put Judge first. I put Stanton second. Hicks is really climbing on my board now. I think I put Hicks third. I put...
Might as well fucking throw Voit and fucking Echeverria up there while you're talking out of your ass.
You saw that play Echeverria made the other day? He's a good shortstop.
I saw his home
He made a nice play, like a little ground balls in the shift, and he flipped it to first base. Like, he's a really good shortstop.
Well, as long as I don't got to see Tyler Wade.
Who's better, though, Didi or Gleyber? Because I think Gleyber might be better than Didi already.
No. Gleyber looked way better at short, way more comfortable, but...
Gleyber's really good.
He is, but Didi's
like,
really good too.
He's a rookie, so like he's like going to get a lot better, and he's going to be better than Didi, like in his prime. Like,
that's a fair thing to say.
But I don't know, man. He might be better now. He's really.
So what? You're going to bench Didi?
No, I'm just saying he's just might be a better player. That's all. Nothing against Didi. I love Didi, but
don't talk bad about Didi.
I'm not talking bad about Didi.
You're kind of talking bad.
No, I'm just saying Gleyber might be a better player. That's all.
He's like obviously he's gonna be. I hope he is because of the way he's been talked about. But
yeah, he's good though.
Don't talk bad about Didi.
I'm not talking bad about Didi. Why can I say Gleyber's good without being
because you're just don't.
Gleyber might be better. That's all.
Just keep Didi out of your mouth. keep Didi's name out your mouth.
Hicks is better though than Didi, and I actually believe that.
Just move on because now you're pissing me off. Now you're saying some stupid shit.
Hicks is good, man.
I know he is, but don't say that. Don't.
Do you like WAR or no?
I mean, I don't pay attention to it, but...
Well, his is 4.5 right now, Hicks, in 120 games.
And what's Didi's?
Didi's is... 3.4 in 119 games.
How many games for Hicks?
120. So basically the same amount of time. He's been over a win better.
Just don't talk about it.
And he was better. He had a higher WAR last year, too, and he played 40 less games than Didi did. I don't know. I know WAR's not the end all be all, but I think Hicks is really good.
He is, but just don't talk about Didi.
Hicks OPS is higher.
Just stop. Stop talking about
Didi's really good. Didi's really good. I know Didi's really good. I love Didi.
No, just stop.
I just think Hicks might be better. That's all.
Just stop. Move on.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Talk about something else.
All right, what do we got to talk about? I thought about locked up for the Yankees. I don't know. All I got to say about the Yankees is we've continued to be shaky lately. We're going to be healthy soon. Hopefully the pitching kind of gets together. I think we have time to get together. We're still in, 20 games left? What was it? We had to go 21 games?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm slightly optimistic. I'm not as optimistic as I was.
I'm very less optimistic. I don't even.
About 3 weeks ago, I was a little bit more optimistic. Even though we were in a slump, I figured when we got healthy, it would start to piece back together. But I think we need another week. I think next weekend, I think we'll be hot by the last 9 games or so. When our last homestand, Judge gets back. I think we have what?
Orioles and then the Red Sox to end the year.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we have a chance to really start locking in. We have Judge back. I think Stanton's bound to get hot soon.
Yeah, he will.
So, Didi's gonna get hot at some point here. I mean,
stop saying Didi. Don't say Didi.
I can't say Didi's gonna get hot. I can't even talk good about Didi anymore.
Because you disrespected him for 5 minutes.
Fine.
So stop talking about him.
Don't be too concerned about how we play in the next week or 2 weeks. Just be concerned with a series or 2 into Judge. If we're not clicking by then there should be an issue. But Sanchez is gonna start hitting, I imagine.
No, he's not.
I imagine. I don't know. I don't see him batting 180. I don't see how he can bat 180.
I kept saying that, and now I can't see him batting over 170. So that's what I think about him.
Yeah, he's frustrating though. But on to a more optimistic note. 0-0 right now. Clean slate. New offensive line.
New everything.
Healthy. New coach. Next, Barry Sanders apparently or supposedly,
My life becomes less fucking depressing on Sunday.
Sunday is now a day to look forward to. It is no longer a day of rest. It is a day of rejoice. Giants football is back tomorrow.
Yes.
At home for Jacksonville tomorrow.
Yeah.
Give me your score right now for that game.
Giants win 24-13. Because the Jags offense is, I can't still call it abysmal, but it ain't that good.
Yeah, I don't know.
They got Fournette. I don't like Blake Bortles. I think he's not as bad as everyone says he is.
I think they're gonna score some points on us. I think we're gonna score a lot though. I think we're gonna score a lot tomorrow.
I'm just hoping.
I think we're gonna be really explosive tomorrow.
I hope.
I'm hoping, and I'd be really disappointed if we're not. I don't want to see a bunch of 3-and-outs. Well, and I hope Barkley's good though, dude.
It's not even about Barkley being good. It's about
because the rest are gonna be okay.
The plays we do.
First of all, he's gonna be better than what we've had recently. Shermer's gonna call at least a somewhat good offense. At least for Eli, he's a good. His offensive style.
This is gonna be the best offense Eli's played.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good.
He's gonna get the ball out of his hands quick.
Shepard's gonna be good. We know that. Odell's gonna be good. We know that. Ingram's gonna be at least pretty good. We know that.
Ingram's gonna be phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean he dropped a lot of balls last year, but that's gonna be fine.
That's the problem with the Giants.
The two questions are, is how good is the line gonna be? Which I think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna be very good. I think
so.
I think it's gonna be average. And the question is Barkley going to be that explosive though? Yes. That's the real question.
Yes.
And he has to be the guy though.
Because he can motion out and line up in a 5-wide set.
I'm nervous though.
At any time.
Because if he doesn't have 135 yards tomorrow, I'm gonna be worried.
Why? Because people are gonna bash him or something?
Because he's supposed to be the guy, and Darnold looks the part over there.
Stop talking about
Sam
Darnold.
He doesn't though.
He looks all right, but stop talking about Sam. I don't care about the Jets.
But you should care. No, but we could have taken him because he could have been our guy. He could have been the next quarterback.
Well, guess what? He ain't. Eli's my fucking guy. I don't.
Again, he's old though, man.
I don't give a fuck about Sam.
How is he gonna play? Is he gonna play for the next 15 years? Eli, no.
No, but he's gonna play for another 3 years.
We're gonna have to compare Darnold to Barkley. I mean, if Barkley's not great and Darnold is great, it's gonna haunt us for a while.
That's not a thing.
If Barkley's great, we don't have to worry about Darnold.
I'm not worried about Darnold no matter what.
If Barkley struggles and he's not the guy we think he's gonna be, if he's just pretty good, then it's an issue.
No, it's not.
It should be.
It's not. I don't care that we didn't. I'm glad we didn't pick fucking Sam Darnold. I don't see nothing when he was at USC. He was trash. I don't care what anyone. This dude turned the ball over 24/7.
But he's the type of attitude you want. He's a really good character guy, and he's shown to be pretty good, pretty poised. He's still young. He's only 21. He's younger than me. So.
Yeah, that just makes you question your life right there.
Yeah, we're just doing this bullshit podcast that no one's listening to.
And this dude's starting for the. Well, I mean, then again, who wants to start for the fucking Jets? So
yeah, I don't know, but
Eli Manning is my quarterback. He's all I know.
No, I want Eli it's not like I don't want Eli. It's not to do with Eli.
But that's
it's
what
just
you're
that
saying.
He's old, dude. He's not gonna play forever.
37's old, but
he's old. He's he's not playing more than 3 years. There's no way he played into his 40s.
I'll play 3 years.
That's fine.
I'll have the next 3 years with a Super Bowl.
But they drafted Aaron Rodgers and he didn't play.
Why are you bringing up Aaron Rodgers?
I'm saying Aaron Rodgers didn't play for 3 years. They drafted him, not him to play this year. He sat for 3 years.
Okay, so what? We draft Sam Darnold. He sits for 3 years.
Why not?
If
Eli's good enough to play.
Saquon is fucking winning MVP in his second year.
Well, again, if he's that good,
he's gonna be that good.
Well, I hope so. That's all I'm saying. He better be that good. That's my only point. He better be that good. He better be that good. Because I drafted him in fantasy. He's my first pick in fantasy.
I was gonna say that too, but I didn't want to call you up. But that's the only reason why you care if he does good or not. Because he's on your fantasy.
That's a big part of why I hope.
That's a joke.
No, but I hope he's good though. I do hope he's good. I want him to be good. Like he better be.
He's
really
gonna be good.
He better be. That's all.
So I'm saying he better be.
I'm worried that he better be great.
He showed no signs of him not being good. What did he show that he's not going to be good?
There's some questions about
what
he did not have as many big time plays as people thought he did in college.
He did though.
He didn't. His numbers didn't show that. He had the lowest. I think it was yards after contact of any first round running back in like 10 years. Like, I don't know. There's some questions. There's a few questions in the actual X's and O's of the game. Not beyond the combine. How great was the combine? There were some questions. That's all. So I'm just hoping he's as good as they say he is. That's all.
He's gonna be.
He's drafted second in the draft. Like he better be Le'Veon Bell at least. If he's not, then it's an issue.
Don't bring up Le'Veon Bell. He's a bum. Le'Veon Bell is a bum for what he's doing too. Bum.
Why?
I understand. He gets his money
right now. We're at about what 45 minutes, right?
Oh, dude.
So this is what we're gonna do right here. We're gonna finish up with the Giants. Then we're gonna talk about Le'Veon Bell, and we're gonna close out.
All right. Because I'm getting pissed. Because I'm hungry.
You like the game? Odell versus Ramsey. Put in the notes. I don't know. Ramsey's great.
He's the best corner in the league. Odell's the best wide receiver in the league. Don't give a fuck what anyone says because that's the right thing.
Maybe.
No. Not maybe. Odell is the best wide receiver in the game.
That's close. I might say that too.
Jalen Ramsey is the best.
Yeah, he is.
Cornerback in the game.
Should be fun, that's all.
Jalen's going to talk to Odell, and Odell is going to not say a fucking word and ball out on this dude.
I hope he doesn't say a word.
He ain't. People are saying, oh, he was acting like this, being all good to get his contract. But if you watch his fucking interviews now when he's 25 and watch him back when he was 21, you can tell a difference. That he's matured and he knows the expectations. He knows he's got an opportunity and not to fucking waste it.
I watched his rookie year highlights against the Rams. Remember that game they played against the Rams?
With the fight with Ogletree? Yeah, I saw that.
I really enjoyed watching that. And I'm going to miss... I kind of liked him talking shit because he tore them up.
He'll talk shit, but...
I know. It's fair that he's mature.
The thing with Norman, like...
Dude, but like, people worry about his immaturity. I don't really care, dude.
No, neither do I.
It hasn't bothered me at all.
People mistaken his passion.
He's not a quarterback, though. Like, quarterback, there's an issue if you're like... Because you have to be really focused to be a quarterback. There's a lot to know, and there's a lot of like things that like you have to be aware on, and you have to be really focused, and you can't really be doing a lot of extracurricular activities, like hanging out with girls that are doing coke in your bed. Like if you're a quarterback,
don't bring that up.
No, but I don't care. But here's the thing. My point
every
is,
NFL player.
I don't care.
Every NFL player does.
But it's not a quarterback. That's fine. If he's not, I mean, if Eli was doing that, I'd be concerned. If my quarterback is doing that, I'll be concerned.
If Eli's doing coke, smoking blunts, and
well, again,
whatever,
it's different. He's we know what he is, so it's different.
He's a blue collar family man.
Yeah, that's all. Which is great. I love it. I love Eli. He's a receiver. I don't give a shit. Do whatever you want to do. Whatever. It doesn't bother me. Do it like I don't know. It hasn't really hasn't affected his play at all. Like I don't know. It hasn't. They pointed that one game with Josh Norman, and it's really like annoying.
The thing is with that is if Odell caught that pass right at the fucking like one of the first plays where he fucking beat Norman wide open down the middle of the field and he dropped it, things would have been different, and he probably wouldn't have done that.
I know, and that especially that playoff game that those couple drops he had is definitely a bit concerning. But I don't think it has anything to do with him being on a boat. Like
that's just the problem is with the white fucking media, the U.S. media is just always wanting to make something out of nothing. Like, and then
let's say the liberal media instead of the white media.
Whatever, they're fucking idiots. They're all idiots. Media's idiots. They're all idiots. Like,
maybe slightly conservative media too, though. It's a little bit both. I don't want to.
Every media outlet is an idiot. I'm
trying to put this in the.
If we became media, idiots. It's just that simple.
Well, it's all for a story. That's all. They're all trying to just connect the dots wherever they can to get a story.
They had some bad drops. I don't want to talk about it because that was 2 fucking years ago. I don't care about that.
Yeah. Well, beyond that, I don't know. I think it's gonna be great this year. So
I'm just a little concerned with Sunday because you got Sterling Shepard lining up against somebody who is almost as good as Jalen Ramsey and fucking AJ Bouye.
I don't think he's almost as good as Ramsey, but he's very good. He's
pretty good. He's pretty fucking good. He might be number 2.
And I just think Barkley's gonna get a lot of touches.
Well, we're gonna run with him, but I feel like he's gonna get more passes.
I think it's at least 6 catches tomorrow.
That'd be nice.
I think he's gonna be doing a lot. I think it's
your league PPR.
Yes, it is.
That's why you're hoping for it.
Yeah. It is.
Joke. Mine's PPR. This is the first time I'm doing a PPR league too.
Yeah, no, I've done it before, but we did this league we've been doing for a couple of years, and we did PPR my first. This is my 4th year in the league. We did PPR my first year. I had Julio, DeAndre Hopkins, Matt Forte. So like I had a ton of catches. My team was really good, and then I had Cam in his MVP season. So my team was like disgusting. I won the championship. So my league kind of stayed away from PPR because
that's why.
Because I had
they're like we don't want Andre winning again. Yeah, he knows the PPR.
Yeah, but then we went to no PP. No, went to do half the last 2 years, and then we went to half, and half is kind of trash because running backs are too valuable. But now we went back to PPR this year. We're doing 2 quarterbacks this year too, which should be fun.
That's so lame.
So I had to start Nick Foles, and he had 5 points for me on Thursday.
That's so whack. So you're taking out a wide receiver or a running back?
No, we still have the same thing. We're just adding a quarterback, which I think I like because in the past there's always a quarterback available that was playable every week when you had one quarterback. Because there's always 10 good quarterbacks every week, and there's always a guy in the waiver wire that's playable that has 20 points. So if you pick the right matchup, you can only start some. Now there's not really that many options anymore. So, no, I liked it. I had to play Foles, and it hurt having him be trash. But I have Wines coming back hopefully soon. I have Dak too. I don't really like my quarterbacks. I don't love Dak.
Dak will be all right this year.
Dak's solid.
You don't got Des Bryant in this fucking year. He'll be all right.
So I don't know, but beyond that in the game, give me a record now for the Giants, and then we'll start talking about Bell because I really want to talk about Bell here. I have a lot to talk about with Bell here.
The Giants will go 11-5, win the NFC East.
I say we go 10-6 and get a wild card. I think the Eagles are going to win the NFC East, to be honest with you. That's what I think.
I don't know why everybody is so fucking high and mighty on the Eagles.
I mean, they won the Super Bowl.
Oh my god, dude!
Like
they won the Super Bowl. Wow,
they did. I don't know.
Won the Super Bowl.
That should mean something, right?
They won the Super Bowl last year.
They did, and the team's like the same. And Wentz is back. Is going to be like they won with their backup quarterback, who's much worse. That we saw on Thursday is much worse than their starter.
And Brady lost to Nick Foles.
Yeah,
it's a joke.
No, the Eagles are good, man.
They're all right.
They're good. They get this. Right. They made it. They're good. They're a good team.
They're all right.
The defense is good. They have some weapons. I mean, I don't know. The quarterback, Wentz, is really good. So they're going to be good.
I feel like Wentz is going to become your new Aaron Rodgers.
He's not going to be quite there. He's good, though.
I think he's going to be there.
My Aaron Rodgers, that spot is not available.
I don't know. It might.
No, I like Wentz, but no, Aaron Rodgers is going to be there.
I just know the Redskins are going to be fucking garbage.
Yeah, I'm not really too high.
4-12, trash.
Yeah, they're trash last year. They're gonna be healthy though. Is the only thing. They were hurt last year. Alex Smith's gonna be okay.
Garbage.
Jordan Reed's gonna be good this year.
Yeah, he's good. He's a monster.
He's gonna be good in my late pick in my fantasy league.
I see. Okay, one more thing about fantasy. 2 more things actually. One, I got fucked in my fantasy league because I wanted Ingram. Because there was 2 people that weren't in our draft because we have 14 people.
Oh, and there was auto.
It was auto fucking picking both times.
No.
Evan Ingram was there and fucking Jordan Reed. Mad late too.
No, that's annoying.
And the auto thing got picked. And another thing.
No, I hate fantasy leagues where people don't. Because I had another fantasy league and there's 2 people that auto picked the whole draft. This is gay. Like,
one more thing about fantasy. Pay your fucking dues in your league. Because this douchebag, I don't know who it was that my cousin won't tell me who. But we almost had to cancel our fucking league because he refused to pay his dues because he missed the draft. Like, you don't miss the draft then. That and just pay your fucking dues in fantasy because that shit. You can still win, dude. You can still win if you miss the draft. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it's not like they're gonna sit there and draft the fucking 500 through fucking 515 players. No, I know. Shit.
A lot of the time you still get like a decent team. Like, you're still gonna get an okay team. You can still trade. Like, I don't know. There's a way to win without.
I just get that off my chest. Pay your fucking dues in your fantasy.
All right,
league.
back to Bell now.
Fuck him.
Which ties to fantasy, which is funny.
Half fuck him.
Nico, this is a funny story about my brother who he wanted the third pick in the draft. He wanted to take Antonio Brown. They figured he got the choice of what pick he wanted. Back to our Where's Waldo thing, but I'm not going to talk about that. But he had the choice which pick he wanted, so he decided to take the number 1 pick because he figured he could trade it, and he could trade down to 3, which he was not able to do. So then he took Le'Veon Bell, who is now suspended. So
he got
not suspended.
He's not playing week 1.
Not playing until probably week 10.
That's what I said. Like the guy who drafted Le'Veon Bell in our fantasy league, I immediately typed in, "You're an idiot for picking him."
No, but here's the thing with him. I don't care that he's not there.
Why?
Because he is trying to make money, and
I get that, and I know you're all about fucking.
Dude, like
it's the same thing with the Cano thing.
No, let them make their money, dude.
Yeah,
like,
I understand that.
Like you would make your money. Like I would want to make. If he thinks that's the best financial decision for him, like let him do it. Like I'm not gonna let the Steelers run me down and like ruin my career.
Well, then he should have went to them and said, "I want my money. You're not gonna pay me.
That's what he said.
Trade me."
That's basically. I mean, that's basically what he said, and he's not playing.
But he should have said. But the thing that bothers me is that he didn't tell his teammates nothing. His teammates didn't know shit about what he's gonna do.
Because it's not their business.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, dude. Yes, it absolutely is.
Why?
What do you mean? Why?
Why is it their business?
They played together for the past 5 years. He's been there 4 years.
Okay.
They deserve to know, especially the offensive line. They should know what the fuck's going on with their star running back.
Talk to the upper management then. Don't have him disrespect. Don't disrespect your superstar player who's like could be the best player in the NFL. Like he is that good of a player. Like he's ridiculous. And don't like disrespect him and not pay him and then expect him like then talk shit about him like the owner talking shit about him. It's disappointing that Le'Veon isn't here today while you're cashing in on your big checks. Like fuck him. Like pay your running back. Like
why do you want to pay a running back that much money though?
They don't. That's why they're not paying him. Obviously,
and I don't blame him. I
don't blame him either. But don't say it's disappointing he's not here. Like obviously he wants to make his money and this is not the best way to make his money. Like they can easily run him down this year. Like last year his yards per carry dipped almost a yard last year. So there's a chance that maybe a decline is coming somewhat soon. So therefore, if I sit,
every right to not pay him.
So
every right.
That's great. So then what I'm going to do if I'm Le'Veon Bell is I'm not going to show up till week 10. I'm going to be 10 games younger. I'm going to play a small little sample size. If I don't play well, I can say I was out of shape, whatever. He's still going to get big money.
Why do you say week 10?
Because he has to play by week 10 in order to be eligible to take the franchise tag. And then next year, it'll be his 3rd year. So if he doesn't play by week 10, then next year they can sign him for the same franchise tag they did this year, the $14 million. If not, if he plays by week 10, I think it's 20.
So wait, he was tagged. He's franchise tagged.
He was franchise tagged once last year.
Yeah.
And then this year he was offered the franchise tag was $14 million.
And he said no. He said fuck you.
But if he plays by week 10, he can get that $14 million. Then next year is the 3rd and final franchise tag, and I think it's around $22 million he can get next year.
Isn't that what Kirk Cousins did? Something like that.
It was around no, but he didn't sit out though. But
I know that, but
he did sign it, yeah. But he wanted his money too.
Yeah, he got.
And he got
it. It's a little different from giving money to a quarterback to a running back.
Yeah, it is. But again, he doesn't consider himself a running back. He thinks he's like a receiver / running back who's just a weapon in general. That he thinks he can do a lot. So get your money. I don't blame him for getting his money.
Yeah,
do what you want to do. Like this is my job.
I'm mad that he didn't say nothing to his teammates because he owes something to them.
I don't know. For them to be talking shit about him, there's a reason why I didn't say something to them. Like the fact that they're not supporting him and they're talking shit about him is
because I would too. I want to talk shit to him. Talk shit about him in the media.
The fact that they're like that quick to turn around and talk to the media and talk shit about him.
I wouldn't say that quick. It's been a fucking 2 months thing going on. So I wouldn't say that quick. They finally just started coming out and saying shit.
But dude, you shouldn't be saying anything to the media, yo. This should be an internal thing. And Antonio Brown didn't say shit. He just yo, we want him back. I don't know. He's doing what he has to do. That's what you should say. It's a business, yo. This is his job. If I was working at Walmart and they weren't offering me more money and there's a way for me to not show up and get more money, I'm gonna do that. I don't know. Why is it different? 'Cause it's professional sports. I don't care who you are. You're my coworker. You should be talking shit about me. 'Cause, you're my coworker. You're making $2 million a year. Fuck off. I'm way better than you. I'm way better than you. And the reason why you're making money too is because I'm good. If Bell's gonna play really good, it helps the offensive lineman too, doesn't it?
I guess.
Him having 2,000 total yards of offense or something helps the offensive lineman make some more money. Hey, I was part of a good line. I had a running back rush for 2,000 yards.
No, you're right.
I'm making you money too, so don't talk about my money.
I just think he should have
Maybe. I don't know. That's debatable.
All he had to say was, listen, I want my money. I want them to pay me. This is what I want for my future. That's all I had to say to them. I don't think he ever had a conversation with them.
I mean, I don't know his relationship with them. I don't know.
Neither do I.
I mean, but, like, clearly he had no interest in talking to them about it, and clearly, like, he considers them just coworkers, not anything more than that, so, like, that's fine. Like, I don't think he owes them that. Like, why would he owe them that? He works with them. He's not necessarily friends with them.
You don't have to be friends with them, but you know what your coworkers go through every day practicing. I don't know.
Like, it doesn't hurt them by me not showing up. Really.
I don't blame him for not wanting
still play
to get his money, but I just blame him for not telling his teammates.
Debatably. I get it. But we're doing pretty good today, right? What you got? We're closing in an hour right now.
Yeah, let's fucking wrap it. I need something to eat. I have to take a shit now. I'm golfing today just to fucking hit drives in the fucking freeway.
It's supposed to rain, isn't it?
I don't think so. I hope we don't.
Yeah, it's 3:30. We had a good time today. So this should be up later this afternoon. Thanks you guys for joining in. I'm gonna tweet out the link so if you guys see it. Just keep following us on Twitter. We're planning on doing a giveaway very soon, depending on how much traction we get on these podcasts. We get enough people on here. We're still working on some new stuff, so just keep a lookout for that kind of thing. We're doing some t-shirt designs. Hopefully we get some t-shirts out soon. But I kind of want to see how the fans are reacting to that before we even start investing a lot of money and making a lot of t-shirts, because it's kind of a big operation. But we'll see how that goes. Thank you guys for listening in. Bubba, anything else you want to say?
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too. So thanks guys for listening, and go Yankees.